So here's where we left off on the last video. We're going to go to question 13. Okay, so common factor first. I'm going to do 3 common factor questions. So here you're going to take out what you can. So you're going to common factor. So you're going to take out a 4x. 4 goes both here and 4 goes there. And then when you divide that by 4, you get 1x. When you get 16 divided by 4, you get 4. Now, 4x equals 0. Or x equal to 0, you can ignore that initial 4, and x plus 4 equals 0. Oh, and then I got to finish this one off. Then you bring the 4 to the other side, so you get x equal to negative 4. So your one answer is x equal to negative 4, and your other answer is x equal to 0. X equal to 0 is an acceptable answer. Okay, the next one here, we're going to common factor again. So let's see what goes into 7 and what goes into 28. Okay, so we went from this one to this one. Let's see how this one's different. So in this particular one, a 7 goes into both those. So we're going to take a 7 out, bring this down, and you're left with x squared minus 4. So 28 divided by 7 is minus 4. Okay, so negative 28 divided by 7 is minus 4. Now you're going to use a difference of squares. So you're going to put x plus 2. You're going to square root it and put x plus 2. And then you're going to square and put x minus 2. Each bracket equals to 0. And with the difference of squares, you get the same answer, negative 2 and 2. So when you bring the numbers over, you change signs, but you get the same answer. One's a positive and one's a negative. Okay, let's look at the next one. So this particular one, you look at what number can go in there. Otherwise, you'd have to use decomposition here, which would be a pain. You do 3 times 30. But if you can take the 3 out, x squared minus 7x plus 10. Now we can use sum and product. Okay, what number goes into multiplies to give you 10 and adds to give you negative 7? Well, 2 times 5, but they both have to be negative. So the answer is x minus 2, x minus 5. Then each bracket equals to 0. Okay, you rearrange it. So x minus 2 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. Bring the numbers across, they become positive, and you get x equaling to 2 and x equaling to 5. Okay, now I want you to pause and try these 3. So try these 3 on your own, and then I'm going to go and after you pause, you hit play, I'm going to show the answers quickly. Okay, hopefully you've done these 3. So here's the first one. You take out a 3x. Very similar to the last one. So you take out a 3x. And you're left with x plus 2. Then x equals to 0. And x plus 2 equal to 0. So your 2 answers are 0 and negative 2. Okay, on the next one. Here you take out a 3. Very similar to the other one I did. Now you do the difference of squares. So you go x plus 2, x minus 2. So you square root and put the plus minus. Set each bracket equal to 0. Rearrange it. And there are your 2 answers. Since it's a difference of squares, it's the same answer. One's a positive, one's a negative. Okay, 18. Well, you're going to take out a 2 because 2 can go into all those numbers. Well, and then you have a perfect square. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 times 5 is 25. Yes, I don't have to use decomposition. So the 2's there and the 2x plus 5. You ignore that front 2. You put 2x plus 5 equal to 0. Bring the 5 across. Divide by 2. And for a perfect square, you only get one answer. Now, how about if they're not equal to 0? Well, if they're not equal to 0, you make them equal to 0. You bring the 21x and the 110 to the other side, and it becomes minus 21x plus 110. So here you get x squared minus 21x plus 110. Okay, now it's still a sum and product, so you have to find 2 numbers that multiply to give you 110 and add to give you negative 21. And the 2 numbers are negative 10 and negative 11. And you make each bracket equal to 0. Move the numbers across, and you get x equal to 10 and x equal to 11. Okay, try these 2 out. Pause and try these 2 out. Okay, here are our final 2, so let's put the answers up for this one. Again, you bring the 2x over, and you get x squared plus 14x minus 2x plus 36. Then it becomes x squared plus 12x plus 36. Okay, that's a perfect square. So you can just jump to the answer here. X plus 6 squared equals 0. Rearrange it, and you get one answer, which is x minus 6. Okay, the next one here, and the final one, you bring these two over. So you get 3x squared minus 7x minus 6. Okay, now this is a decomposition, so you got to go 3 times negative 6, you get negative 18. So 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. You write those numbers down, 1, 2, 3, go negative 18 divided by 1 is negative 18, negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 2, negative 18 divided by 3 is negative 6, and then you add 1, that's negative 17. No, it's not that one. Add negative 7. Oh, there it is. So you use the negative 9 and the 2 in any order. Again, you common factor the first two and common factor the last two. And you should get the same thing in the bracket. You write the bracket here and the other bracket here. Make each bracket equal to 0. Rearrange it. And determine the answer here. So you got one answer. Let's bring that up. You got one answer over here. Okay, so one of the answers is x equal to 3. And the second answer is x equal to negative 2. Whoops. X equal to negative 2 over 3. That's a pretty bad job. Let's fix that up a little bit. Okay, we'll go x equal to 2 over 3. Okay, that's it for me. I want you to complete the rest of the worksheet. Okay, and then obviously scan it in or take a picture of it and attach it so I know that you're completed.